Steven Levy, in the Plex, How Google Thinks, Works, and Shapes Our Lives. In the Plex, How Google Thinks, Works, and Shapes Our Lives by Steven Levy is an engaging read that delves into the fascinating journey of Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the founders of Google. This book summary offers key insights into how Page and Brin utilized their individual expertise to come up with the transformative technology of PageRank, a simple yet groundbreaking method for navigating the vast and random world of the internet. As Google's journey unfolds, you will gain an understanding of its unique work culture, its innovative problem-solving methods, and the tech giant's unwavering ambition to offer its users access to the vast knowledge that the world has to offer.
The founding of Google. Larry Page and Sergey Brin had big dreams for their company, Google, from the beginning. They believed that the success of their company would hinge on having world-class engineers and scientists committed to their ambitious vision. They used PageRank as the foundation for their search engine focused on providing speed, which was Google's holy grail from the beginning. They started operating from Page's dorm room, dealing with 10,000 queries a day. They hired fellow graduates and former professors for their workforce. In less than a year, Page and Brin had their own research team and a group of top scientists totally committed to their vision. Google's unconventional path to success. Google's founders, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, understood the need for massive storage and chose to buy cheap, low-quality equipment. They designed their software to shift storage and processing instantly to other machines in case of failure. Their groundbreaking idea was that they did not care if the machines broke, because they could afford redundancy. AdWords became a spectacular commercial success, making Google one of the top companies in internet advertising. Google's success story is rooted in its unconventional path. In the late 90s, Google had more than 3,000 computers and the demand for storage and processing power was only going to increase. In order to keep up with the demand, Page and Brin decided to buy cheap and low-quality equipment that was often below standard. The reasoning behind this decision was that failures didn't matter, they expected the machines to break. The software they designed could shift the storage and processing power instantly to other machines in case of any failure. As they bought cheap equipment, Google could also afford redundancy. This foresight gave Google an upper hand as they had massive storage capabilities far ahead of their competitors. Page and Brin always planned far ahead. They understood that the demand for storage would always grow and technology would always get cheaper. They made sure to have backed up their vision with action. Their focus shifted on being well prepared for anything. This was also the year they came up with AdWords, which was a game changer. AdWords provided links and rankings for the most relevant search terms that the customers would pay for according to the click-through rate. AdWords Select went on to become a spectacular commercial success and the dominant transaction mechanism for internet advertising. AdWords helped Google become one of the top companies in internet advertising, putting the company on the map and leading it to be one of the biggest success stories in the world of tech. Lost in translation. Google's ambitious goal was to be able to translate any page into almost any language. Through monolingual text and the development of the largest language models in history, Google believed that a computer could learn language structure. To establish this, the company launched a free U.S. telephone directory service, which was never monetized, to accumulate samples of spoken English. After a few years, Google had enough samples and quietly discontinued the service. In the end, Google's pioneering language work changed the world of machine translation forever. Inside the Google campus. Google's expansion led to the acquisition of the Silicon Graphics facility, which would become the renowned Google campus. The campus was transformed into an energy-efficient workplace that provided a comfortable work life for the employees. The facilities included on-campus services such as gyms, grocery shopping, dry cleaning, and free food. Google University offered a range of courses, and technical and cultural experts also provided lectures. The campus also featured tech shops for in-house maintenance and state-of-the-art conference rooms with built-in projection systems and plugs for all devices. Google's approach enabled employees to be more efficient in their work, reducing the time spent on errands. Google's IPO and secret sauce. Google's IPO in 2004 marked the beginning of its legacy as a high-performing, innovative search engine with a unique company culture. Co-founders Brin and Page were initially hesitant about going public, fearing that employees would be too focused on stock prices. However, despite their concerns, the IPO was a success, with the value of the original shares reflecting a nerdy math joke. Google's management aimed to maintain their low-key culture even with newfound wealth, as demonstrated by the all-employee meeting where Rosing threatened to smash employees' windshields if they indulged in frivolous spending. Google's partnership with Yahoo also boosted its brand while keeping its search methods constantly evolving behind the scenes. Google's engineers are unsung heroes in their secretive company culture, where performance and innovation are at the forefront. Google's fiber optic almighty. Google's foresight in purchasing fiber optic networks after the dot-com crash has made it the largest owner of fiber optic capability in the world, enabling them to rent bandwidth to other data providers. With multiple redundancies in servers, cabling, and cooling apparatus, Google's method of housing servers in towers and shipping containers is profitable. Their eccentric approach to heating and cooling servers conserves energy and saves costs. Building or buying enormous data centers in depressed economies, where local governments grant tax deals, Google manages the centers remotely and hires workers to maintain the facilities. Their sense of play is apparent in their innovative approach to server management and facility design. Google's plan to digitize the world's books. Google's founders, Page and Brin, aimed to digitize all the books printed since the invention of the printing press. This daunting task involved scanning 33 million titles and faced early challenges due to primitive scanning methods. Google developed a scanner with multiple stereoscopic lenses and an infrared camera for capturing images, but turning pages required a small army of page-turners. Despite the hurdles, Google captured every page of every book as a separate document for online access. With an estimated 129,864,880 books in print globally, Google's ambitious plan to scan them all may soon be a reality.
In conclusion, the Plex offers a comprehensive understanding of the Google phenomenon and its impact on our lives. From its humble beginnings in a dorm room to its expansive influence within the tech industry and beyond, Google has redefined how we access and use information. Through the founders' commitment to hiring world-class engineers and scientists, the company has tackled complex technological challenges with simple yet innovative solutions. This book summary provides a memorable snapshot of Google's unique work culture and its relentless push towards progress, as it continually seeks ways to improve the lives of its users and reimagine the possibilities of the future.